Hey guys, it's time for private actions on Let's Play Star Ocean. One quick thing to note beforehand, I gained a couple of levels. I figured I just wanted to get people all caught up on skills and such, so I did want to show off some new spells that I learned, including Thunderstorm, which again I won't be using, Earthquake, which I won't be using. I don't see the need in any of these when I have Meteor Swarm, and I know I'm not running out of MP considering this is non-elemental and seems to do more damage anyway. Not that some of the animations don't look pretty cool, such as Light Cross. I actually like the way that one looks. Might leave that one on just because it looks cool. But yeah, he learned that. I think that's all he learned. Millie, what did you learn? I'm pretty sure I saw you learn something. No, you already had Fixed Cloud. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was Fixed Cloud. I don't know, whatever. I don't need that on there anyway. Doesn't really matter. I gained a few levels, leveled up some skills there. Basically, Joshua's at a point now where he has very little left to do. With someone like Joshua and with Millie, assuming you're not doing any item creation, what you want to master is anything that does stats as well as motor mouth. So Gale is mastered, writing, kitchen knife, even though I probably won't use it. Training, all those are mastered. Danger sense is mastered. What else? Piety is mastered. Herbal medicine is mastered. Now the only things left that he needs to work on are biology and psychology, which are both useful for HP and MP. And that's pretty much all he'll need. Everything else is kind of, pointless once you've gotten to this stage of the game. Now, the reason why I leave these for last, even though they are quite useful, is because they just cost so damn much, and I hate waiting around to build them up when I could spend less skill points and make a larger difference by, putting like, three levels into Piety or something like that. Anyway, with that being said, I still have this week party, and let's enter. This is actually the town of Hot. I went back to the town of, Clato, the first town there, and they won't let you do a private action there anymore. I think that has something to do with the fact that I have a full party. If I didn't have a full party, obviously I could go back there and do the private action with Parisi. But because, I'm, full party, can't really do that, so I guess I can't show off anything there. Oh well. I don't think there was much there anyway, so... Anyway, here's Fear. She's just hanging out. Not used to taking it easy, huh? Well, I would understand or assume that that would be kind of how they do things in a lot of different military organizations, not just the Astral Cavalry. If you go over here, we can find Millie. Ah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty obvious. There's nobody in there. Why am I going in there? Well, I may have talked to these guys once before, but oh well. Let's show this all off in sequence now. Where did you get your powers? From an ice cube in a cave up north. Pretty much. Just curious. Yeah, there's a curiosity in there. Now, I will warn you before going in here. If you did, if you bought the earring way back before when you came here, a different scene plays out than if you didn't buy the earring for Iria. I don't know which one plays out in the other one, if you didn't, because as I showed when I was doing it, I actually did, buy her the earring. So anyway, this is how this part of the scene plays out with, these prerequisites. Oh, Iria, you hitting on the hero. That can't be good. Oh, he's dead. Radix, it's not worth it. Don't lie. Get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. I like how the earring sparkles at various times in the game, just for no reason. This time, obviously, there is a reason to make us acknowledge that it's still there. But, I think it's in Portmas while she's standing over the sea. It sparkles there as well. Yeah, no, nothing really. Oh, wow, I'm scared. Now, if you remember Millie from the PSP intro, where she was just going off, I think on Dorn for calling her noisy or a tomboy or something like that. Yeah, just imagine that kind of evil. And that's annoying. Why are you hiding it? I'm not talking to them right now. Sorry about that. Not much I can do. If I don't want to talk to them, I have to ignore it, which means it has to keep ringing. And if I do want to talk to them, then I have to pause the video, the recording, while I answer the phone. So, kind of screwed either way. Kind of like Radix. And he got slapped upside the head. Now, if you're trying to get Millie to create the charm during a private action in Sylvalant, I would not recommend doing this. If you haven't given the earring to Iria, I would definitely recommend doing this because if you do this, if you haven't given her their earring already and you come here with Millie and Iria in the party, you'll have the option of giving it to Millie, and I think your approval with both goes up, which is kind of odd, but I guess Iria doesn't really have feelings for Radix, so I guess that kind of makes sense, seeing him, you know, do the right thing for Millie. I was wondering if there's anybody else in there, but there's not. Oh, I am forgetting about somebody. Let's go over here real quick. Get out of my way, stupid kid. Here is Tinnik. For some reason, in almost every situation, every private action in the game, Tinnik is sleeping. He's an awesome character in battle, but they gave him no storyline at all. Oh, there's Millie. Oh. She's still mad at you. So yeah, if you do that, she gets real pissed at you. I don't really care about showing off the charm. Yeah, I don't have any characters with me right now, but she can also item creation it through customize if I really wanted to show it off. Not that it matters since I already have tri-emblems and they're better anyway. Oh well, on to the next town. Well, I said Light Cross was pretty cool. I figure I might as well at least show it off for you. There you go. I'm close enough to that town anyway. Let's continue on to Portmas here. No more battles. There we go. Now, here in Portmas, we also have a private action. They talk about going to Parj Temple, the Demon World, at various places that you go to as you split up. But anyway, let's talk to some people. I think I already talked to these two once before, but yeah, Millie's a little bit jealous. And if they had a proper, you know, blushing emoticon, like, you know, say Final Fantasy VI, that would probably look a lot more hilarious, but oh well. Yeah, I like it how they drop little hints throughout the game that Marvel isn't exactly, you know, I guess not human's not the right word, but Brokian. Yeah, she knows what's going on there. No, you just said something kind of funny. You just didn't realize it. It's really funny that you happen to be over here at the time, because I think you can go all over the square here. The bar. This is actually kind of interesting. Oh, there's Fear. Guess who's back? Yeah. It's kind of odd that Cius is still here, but only if you do a private action when you have Fear. If you do a private action without Fear, as far as I remember, he's not in here. Not really the right music to display this kind of information to Cius. Stabbed in the back. Well, that's pretty much... I think there might be one more instance of a private action with Cius, though I'm not too sure. I was kind of hoping, I went out and I went through some of these and I tested them out to see, you know, where all the characters were. I don't remember 100%, but I remember a little bit. I was hoping that we'd get a little more of a confrontation to figure out what CS does about this information. But I don't think it really happens. I just think we see him wander to another town and that's about it. Alright, let's see here. Who else? There's nobody in here. I don't know why I came in there. Like before, I think Erie is over here. But now that we have Vernixus in our party, we have a an extra little scene here. I find this rather hilarious, actually. And Vernixus is like, eh. She, at the start of this, you know, the conversation, she looks like she's trying to gather, you know, some jealousy out of Vernixus so he'll take a step. I have a feeling that their relationship kind of hasn't gone very far. And now she's trying to say that, oh, it's no big deal, really. A little jealous. And of course, Vernixus laughs it off. Yeah, pretty much. He's gonna get his ass kicked. Sea breeze feels nice, and a sparkle. What do you have to say? Nothing. Okay, now Millie. Where is Millie? Oh, she's around here somewhere. There's usually somebody in the inn when you do this. Let's see. Oh, there he is. There's Tinnick. Fast asleep again, because, you know, he doesn't do anything else. No, nobody up there. Okay. Can't remember if anyone's in the castle or not. That's the problem, because the castle is massive. No, we've already seen Millie, we've seen Fear, Joshua, Millie, who else? Marvel, Vernixus, Iria, and Tinnick. Oh, we've seen them all. Okay. Never mind. We can't go on the boat, so I'll just go down here and I'll meet you at the next city. And by can't get on the boat, I mean you can't get on the boat while you're in a private action. Anyway, let's open up a private action here. This is the next town, Otanis, however you pronounce it. So yeah, they still want us to go to the Demon World. Of course, we've already done that, so here's an interesting little conundrum here. Let's just find it at the appropriate save state. That one will work. I do want to show off a couple of options here. They found his wings, and if you recall earlier, there were a bunch of girls up top there gushing over some kind of pop star or whatever, I don't know. They were talking about somebody, and now, of course, they're fangirling all over the Featherfolk. Because why not? Yeah, they were a stalkers group. Anyway, at this point, we can choose to either help him or not help him. I find this one a little more funny. Yeah, for some reason, Fear comes to his defense, which I find kind of odd. They don't necessarily have, you know, the most involved of relationships. We've only really had one or two, you know, discussions between the two, and one was when you got them. Anyway, I would assume that that would lower your approval rating with both characters. So anyway, I don't think there's any future options off that, so let's just show off what happens if you help them. What's with you? And they just kind of wander away, which, whatever. So yeah, we don't get much. It's kind of odd that you mentioned that, isn't it? Anyway, I think regardless of what you do there, you'll have, I think Fear's in the same spot either way, so You don't have anything interesting to say. Tinnick is up on the roof. I think he's sleeping again. Fear is in here. Her screwing up. Well, she hasn't screwed up at all, has she? She got framed. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Anyway, I don't think there's any advantage to leaving her alone, so let's just cheer her up. And that, I think, is the closest in terms of the relationship that these two have that could possibly warrant the ending we saw where Fear is thinking about Radix. Maybe she's thinking about him as a sparring partner, and I misinterpreted it, but, you know, they didn't go into any detail on that either. Yeah, he's sitting there with a bunch of wolves or dogs or cats, birds, I don't know, something. Alright, so, is there somebody in here? No, there is not. Nobody useful, anyway. Where are the remaining people? I know they're around here somewhere. No. Ah, here's Marvel. There's some weird stuff there. Would be paint something. It's just his name, whatever. Anyway. No? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really know why that's there, but okay. Anyway, so we've talked to Renixis, Joshua, Fear, Marvel. I think there's 3 left then, isn't there? Now, we actually have a reason, there we go, to go over here for once. Now, even after she was kind of pissed off at Iria a little bit earlier for accepting the gift, now she's asking advice. Yeah. That sounds like a very good idea. Okay, we saw those two, and I think Tinnick is the one I forgot to mention before. So yeah. We've talked to everybody here. So anyway, I will meet you at Tattery. And we're back at Tattery. Private action here is not particularly interesting. I find it odd that she's still talking about what she would have been talking about when we first got to this town. Which is why I was kind of alluding to this as we're going to each individual place. They were talking about going to a different area. Yeah, it's kind of dumb there. This is the one he's actually awake and alive in. You know, Tinnick, that is. And we found him here in the battle arena. He's the only one who's not in the battle arena. And he gets 1 line. Everyone else, from what I recall, is in here. Is somebody down? No. So yeah, that's kind of weird. So let's see here. We got Renixis and Iria. And who else do we have up here? We got Marvel. Oh, well, that's kind of uneventful. It doesn't really say much. Huh? Millie's really into it. That's pretty cool. Well, let's use that save state again. What about getting stronger? Why do you desire to grow stronger? Joshua, you are kind of a... Oh, crap, he's saying something else. The reason I want to go stronger is because on that path there also lies the way to my sister. Well, yeah, that actually makes sense. this is kind of interesting. What would you do? Hypothetically speaking, of course. Yeah, I'm sure that didn't make her feel very good about their situation now, does it? Oh, Joshua. Okay, let's important to think about it. So yeah, he's kind of a pacifist. And from this scene anyway, kind of a preachy one at that. There's no reason. Yeah, doesn't matter which one you do, you always get, I think, a somewhat negative response out of them. And over here is fear. General philosophy of astral. Cool. Alright, so let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Get through there, please. 5, 6, and 7 with Tinnick outside. So we found all the characters in there. But that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Star Ocean. Next time, we'll continue to the next city and see if we can do some more private actions. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time. But not at the Parch Temple.